Right, hello YouTube, and welcome back to my low rank through master rank with Hunting Horn playthrough. Other than having to go and get this off stream, I am in checklist mode, which means we just are going through the list, hunting what we haven't yet. So let's just go real quick into what we got next. Let's see, let's hunt. Let's start with Royal Ludroth. Why not? That's just on the list. Why not? Alright, so do that. Alright. And I do use followers in Master Rank. How I do it, I get none here, I get one here, and I get two here. Since Royal Ludroth is probably a 2? No? 1? He is a 1. Okay, so I don't even get a follow. I don't get a follower at all, and it's a 1. Alright, let's do that. And before I get in this first hunt, if you watch this on YouTube and you end up enjoying, think about liking and subscribing. And if you want to hang out live whenever I do these every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30 Eastern over on Twitch. Link is in the description. Come on by, hang out. Hopefully have a good time. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, that's a good point. With this build, it's like the monster's just like, why won't you die? Also, this music's pretty nice. Oh, there's one thing I like to be transparent about. I do have a mod that makes max potions able to do this. Ancient potions do stamina as well. I like to not hide that because I know some people do not like mods, but it helps me enjoy the game. Because spearbirds are not fun. Alright. But yeah, that's a good point. It's just like, just, you know, whatever monster, just hanging out, living. And here comes this dude playing like a guitar or something at you. You keep attacking them and just like doesn't phase them. They just don't care. That's a fair point. Actually, do I? No, I don't actually need to go into that. Alright, let's get this and this for extra regen, even though we don't really need it. I mean, it's Royal Ludroth for, like... Oh no! Yeah, okay. I don't even have my stuff going yet. There we go. Alright. Go ahead, hit me. Go ahead. Oh no. I love this build. It's so dumb. Bloodright's not even doing anything yet. Gotta break apart for that to matter. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how a monster would feel just like you're getting the music played at you. And also it hurts you sometimes. Last concert. Oh, they're definitely never going to a concert ever again. Anytime a concert's mentioned, their eyes just, oh god, no. Not, I am not going anywhere near that. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Boom. Don't really care. It's just hilarious to me. I don't have to care what the monster does. I just kind of do whatever. Recently found you loved Atlas games again. That means the Persona. Ah. Yeah, I do know Atlas makes the Persona games and Metaphor. Right? They did. I mean, definitely exactly Persona style. That is Metaphor too, right? But yeah, so I know that that's a lot of time that just doesn't exist for you anymore. Started Metaphor yesterday for the first time. Ah. I mean, I've heard good things. I know that those types of games, a lot of gameplay, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, I play too many games already. I have too many games on my backlog. I could go back and play too many games. It just does not work for me. Slice of life with a bit of action, yeah. Man, I'll be honest, that's kind of harder to make, too. Because you have to make, like, compelling characters as well. You can't just be like, look at this action, it's really good, and then that's it. You gotta make good characters, otherwise people just don't care about, like, a whole part of the game. I mean, I've seen some designs, they definitely seem unique. It's actually funny, I've seen more Persona designs from, granted, I haven't played any of them. The closest I've gotten is playing Joker in Smash, and, what was it? Blaze Blue Cross Tag. Because I had some Persona 4 Arena characters in it. That's literally where all of my, like, Persona, like, you know, viewing has come from, is those two games. So I think it's Persona 4 Arena or whatever that they're from in that game. Pretty sure it's a Persona game. I know Persona has like a fighting game or two. Yeah. Come on, let me Superman punch. Let me Superman punch. Oh, okay, or you're just dead, never mind. For some reason has a dance rhythm game. I mean, you know, now that you bring that up, like, you said it's, you know, it has a lot of slice of life, which I've definitely, from the little bit that I've seen, I can tell. You know what I'm surprised doesn't have a dance type of game? Yakuza. Like, that's a lot of people's favorite mini game is like the karaoke and stuff in that game. Well, in those games. You would think that they would do that. Oh. I haven't even played that much Yakuza. I've played like two or three of them here and there. Just because those are also a game that like I start playing and then I stop playing it to play something else, and I try to get back into it, and it's like I don't remember what's going on. But yeah, kind of you saying that makes me think, why don't they have that? And honestly, at this point, they could probably make their own like dumb fighting game, possibly. I mean, the same studio is making a new Virtua Fighter. Use that, make a Yakuza fighter. That could be pretty neat. Have its own little charm to it. All right. Let's see. What we got? You know what? There's a crab there. Let's hunt the other crab. We got Shogun. Let's go hunt Shogun. What are my plans for New Year's Eve? I still don't really know. I plan on probably streaming that day. But, like for the actual, well, no. Well, it'll be the afterwards, so it doesn't matter. So, but I don't know. I'm kind of figuring out the day of Shogun 3? Shogun a 3? Shogun is a 3, which means I get 1. Spring hit. Yep. Just chill, build a model kit. Ooh, that sounds, nice and relaxing until you drop a part and it won't go into like place or something, but that can be really nice. Sometimes stuff like that is just really relaxing. I don't, I don't even know, because I don't think I ever really tried to heal it. How does bleed work with healing? I guess I'm about to find out. Wait, you can just heal bleed? Is that what happened? I actually really wasn't paying attention. There's no way, right? There's no way you can just heal bleed. In the vacuum. You found it in the vacuum cleaner, apart from. Okay. Oof. Oh, okay, no. You do not heal through bleeding, but frankly, do I care that much? Like, do I need to be this aggressive? No. Do I care? No, because that's why. That's why I don't care. Because why would I when I have that healing? Whenever the, bleed goes through, I'll just heal it back instantly. Not instantly, but... Might as well be, though. Yeah. Oh. Gundam's always looked cool, I've just never gotten into it. Didn't they make, like, an Overwatch type of Gundam game? Wasn't that a thing? That sounds neat. I could have swore it was.
What a healthy appetite you have.
Huh. I know there was some sort of Gundam game that was, like, free to play. It kind of didn't work out very well, though.
It's not going to go down without a fight. Great. Mount the monster and show me what you can do. Let's go.
Alright, there we go.
Here we go.
Boom. Oof. Oh no. Anyway. There's actually like PvP game, but isn't like Overwatch? No? I didn't really play it much, so like I think I played it once. I didn't know like ins and outs of it, but sadly the game is oof, yeah. Pretty much a cash grab game. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. Are you good? You're just kind of sitting there doing nothing. Ow. That's kind of unfortunate. Like, I never even really was that big a fan of, like, Gundam. Never really got into it, but, like, stuff looks really cool. So, like, I feel like there's a lot of potential for stuff. It's definitely a thing that I'm surprised there's not a lot of, as big of a fandom around. I know there's, like, a fandom around it, just... Oof. There are parts that are just 1/25th of an inch. God, that's tiny. I mean, I guess you gotta probably be getting some... I mean, you did say it was high detail, so... Something that has that small parts it's gotta be pretty high quality, because otherwise it's like, that would not work. Oh, okay. I guess that would make sense, that... Okay.
What's the point of eating if you can't enjoy it?
Okay.
I really feel.
Nice.
We did it?
I haven't really gotten many wake-up kills, so that was actually kind of neat.
I hope this helps me become more like Hinoa.
It's nice actually having a wake-up option, because I'll be honest, I still don't understand the use case for the other B skill. I don't understand the use case for it. Because it does less damage than that. You... What is the use case for it? Because you just sit there for like 10 years after you hit it. Like, because I've gotten punished from waking a monster up with it.
I hope I was a help and not a hindrance.
So I don't understand it.
You're sure to find a bargain. Wow, what good fortune you have. Mysteries abound.
Huh. I can hit it better. Okay.
Hope to see you again.
I mean, like, hitting it wasn't the problem. It's that I would just get hit while I'm doing it, and it's like, yeah, it has hyper armor, but you also are sitting there for like a good while. And I feel like it's just a huge damage loss, honestly, once you get the buff switch skill. Alright, guess we can probably go for Arzuros, I guess. That's next up on the list. Didn't really use, but yeah. I mean, that's where I was. I didn't use it other than to wake up monsters, so whenever I used it and I kept getting hit during the wake up hit, it's just kind of like, why would I use it? So at least this one, I can't even get punished for it, and it does more damage. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it does, look and feel really nice when you hit it and knock a monster out or kill them with it, but it's just way too much commitment to a single move for me. Like, a true charge slash has less commitment to it. Like, that's what I was comparing it to. It's like, you literally commit less to a true charge slash because you can tackle before it, and right after you can just dodge to the side. It's wild. It made no sense to me. I don't use true. I know you don't. But I'm just saying, like, that's like what we're talking about there. Whoa. Oh no. Max out and Rage Slash is. Yeah, I guess for that, you do, like, literally want the monster going like that, but still. I hate Arzros's hitboxes for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Right? Always annoying. Okay. Okay then.
It's fleeing! Concentrate!
Never a fun monster to hunt. Like, ever. I'm just gonna be straight up. I never like hunting this monster at all.
Good job. Incoming!
Come on. There we go. There's something.
Let's do this!
Man, for this, it probably was worth it to just keep him keep him there. Because that was not much. Of course. There's the damage. And there's one.
That's one. Just you wait. Here we go.
Yeah, Infernal did hit pretty good there. Okay, I'm just gonna fast travel back there. Yeah, sharpening a horn doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I feel like it would actually be really neat, although I don't know how if they would be able to really do much with hammer. But for horn, I feel like you should tune the weapon. Like, that would be kind of neat. Granted, that would need like a whole other animation for each type of weapon, but I just think that'd be kind of cool. This is a tiny one. Oh no! Thanks for sitting down. Appreciate it. Of course. Polishing the hammer, two in the horn. Yeah. Like, they can do stuff. Like, because sharpening doesn't make sense. It does not. I mean, at least the, like, Charge Blade and Switch Axe make sense to sharpen. Because, like, they are still, sharp weapons. But Hammer and Hunting Horn just don't make sense. Man, I should have waited a little bit. Ooh, get interrupted. Boom, boom. Oh, thanks for that. I mean, Greatsword at least, like it is a sword. Might not have to be the most sharp sword in the world. But it is a sword. So at least it makes a little sense. Like, you're right, it doesn't need to be, that sharp. But still, it is at least still a sword. But hammer and hunting horn are literally blunt objects. I mean, yeah, it could literally be a steel bar and it would, yeah. Although, I mean, if it's razor sharp, that's not stopping going through. So think about that too. Alright.
Whetstone time.
It'd be funnier if you box a great sword straight again? What do you mean, like, instead of having it be curved, you make it straight? Like, you just kind of hit it until it gets straight? Are we just like gonna use rebar as a weapon now? Is that the 15th weapon? Rebar? If from the use it curves a bit or something, although it wouldn't curve the way it does, it would curve the other way. Because he hit it on a monster's head and it just curves to the monster's head. But that would be pretty funny.
I'm having a sale today. Congratulations. Must say, I'm a bit nervous.
They're sharp and you punch it straight again. I mean, that would be pretty funny.
Hope to see you again soon.
I need to make a mod for that. Go for it. Although I think that would be a lot of work. Alright. Next monster. What we got? Let's go for Basarios. What's up next?
I'm afraid that you will fulfill your duty.
Alright. Okay. Cool. Sure. 2, right? Yeah, 2.
Best of luck.
A few months it would take for sure. I don't know. I really don't know. Modding is not like, well, making mods is not my forte. If it's beyond like editing files and maybe like specific lines of like code, I'm not doing it. I'm not good enough for that. I think it'd be more the model. You'd have to make the models for that too. But the animation would be tough too. Although I guess to be fair, you could just have the model, like probably 2 or 3 models. Wouldn't need that many, I guess. It's so nice not having to sit here during this roar. Because it's like 10 years long. There's a time where it's creating stuff for VR chat. Oh, okay, that's neat. That's pretty neat. There was a little while where that was like really popping off. The VR chat stuff. Oh yeah. You roll twice now. What's broken? I don't even know what part of him is broken. Yeah. I mean, if you were doing that for a bit as like a side gig, yeah. That makes sense that you could be able to do that stuff. Although, I mean, I don't know how the engine works exactly. Although, I guess when there's stuff like RE Framework that exists, must not be too bad to work with.
Nice one.
And there's a KO. Love to see it. The code and stuff, I just text a friend. It's fair. Okay, bye, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know. But considering that, like, you know, there's a whole, basically a whole suite for working with the, like, within the engine, that's probably pretty nice. Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard is that, like, when it comes to modding, like, Unity is a lot nicer than Unreal, but I really don't know that much. Alright. Choo choo. Love to work with CryEngine. Yeah, CryEngine used to be, like, by far the best looking engine. It's kind of crazy that that's, like, for the longest time, that was, like, if you wanted your game to look good, CryEngine. Now it's just, like, everything does. Yeah, I don't really care that I wasted that. Although, I will be honest, I'm just very confused about CryEngine, because, like, is Crytek a thing still? Because I could have swore the last game they made was Rise Son of Rome. But it didn't, like, sell well. So then, like, I thought they went out of business or something. I could have swore that was a thing. Friend was one of the key devs of Cry. Ooh, okay, that's pretty neat.
Thanks, buddy.
Wasn't that, like, a thing? I have no clue. I just know people hated Rise Son of Rome, and I don't get why, because I thought it was really fun. Okay, nice. Wait, Hunt? Crytek made Hunt Showdown? Oh, okay. So that's what they've been doing. Okay. Fair enough. That seems to be doing pretty well, so. Yeah, it definitely seems to be doing very well, so. Like. I kind of miss, like, the era of, like, big companies, you know, taking risks on games, making, like, new original things. Because, like, man, there was some really good stuff. Right, yeah, Crisis was fun, yeah. I love the like gun, uh, like attachment, just like on the fly, swapping in and out. I don't know what other games did that before it, but there's not a whole lot of games that do that, where you can just swap the attachments on the fly. I think it's become a bit more popular, but I know I didn't really see it until like Crisis. Crisis was really fun. It's just kind of sad that a lot of bigger studios don't take risks anymore. Made the first Far... Really? Huh. I can see it. Yeah. Okay. The first Far Cry game? Was it on CryEngine, or did they just, like, make it? Like, I'm not... That makes kind of sense. Definitely feels like it could be from them. Oh, it was the first CryEngine? Okay. Alright. Makes a bit of sense. Yeah, I wish there were more risk-taking games. Just because, like, those are some of the most fun. Like, you know what franchise I miss? Prototype. Prototype was great. But it's just kind of sad that, like, the most, most, big companies, the most risk they're willing to take is, like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, it's gonna be a new game, but it's gonna have, like, the same exact gameplay as another game. Like, oh, we're just gonna make it a Souls-like Jedi Survivor, or, like, Fallen Order and stuff. But it's like, just make something original. Yeah, Infamous, I played a bit of it. I never owned a PlayStation 3, so I only got to play it at like a buddy's house. Well, PlayStation in general, really, past two. But what I did play, it was fun.
Good. Yes.
But yeah, like those type of games, there's not a whole lot of anymore for some reason. Like the just kind of open world, just like mayhem type games. Nowadays, to create a new game genre is impossible. I'm not saying create a new game genre. I'm just like,
Welcome to my shop.
don't
Thank you for your
just like make this game with a new coat of paint. Just like make, take some ideas, mix them in with other ideas. Like I get that it's hard and everything, but it's more like a lot of big companies all they do is just like, all right, we're gonna make a new game that plays exactly like other games and not do anything new. I'm sure that'll work well for us. And then they wonder why nobody buys their game for $70 instead of, the older one that plays the exact same for like, that's like $10, $20. Everything already exists somewhere, but combinations don't, and unique twists don't. Because, like, look at Pal World. They basically added, like, creature collection to something like Ark. Like, a survival game. You're just adding stuff together in a way that works really well. You don't have to make something completely original. to have a unique twist on stuff. I mean, look at Balatro. It's basically a poker roguelike that doesn't even play like poker. You sneezed so hard, one of your chair wheels broke. Oh. Oh my. Well then,
All right.
that's an aggressive sneeze.
Thank you for stopping by.
Alright, let's go for Lagombi next, I guess.
Take care.
You have emergency wheels? Oof. Okay. Does this happen often? The wheel breaking sneezes? Nearly headbutt your keyboard. Do you have emergency keyboards?
Here we go.
Does this happen often though? If you buy a chair, there are change wheels in it. I don't. It's been so long since I bought a chair. I need a new one, but eh. Keyboard's aluminum that won't. Hmm. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, if your keyboard is aluminum, that's gonna be a lot harder to just break.
Great.
It's actually funny because the last chair I got was literally a chair my parents got me when I was like midway through high school. Mechanical good quality for only 50 bucks? Oh, wow. That sounds pretty decent then. I mean, my chair is old as hell though. I really need to get a new one, but I'm not going to. I spent enough for a little bit. Because, I mean, I just bought a 4070 Ti Super. Cheap office chair from IKEA. I mean, yeah. Well, like, my parents bought me a gaming chair when I was, in high school. It was like a Christmas gift. I think it was Christmas or might have been birthday. And I even knew at that time it's like gaming chairs are kind of a ripoff. I'm like, did you that okay. Thank you.
Goodbye.
I can't wait to try out the new graphics card though. That should be interesting. I've been rocking this graphics card 2080 Ti since what, like June, July of 2020. Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely is a decent card. Oh yeah, no, it still tanks. Like, I want a bit more like, I've been wanting a bit more headroom on recording and streaming while I play games. Cause like, Rise, at 120 FPS is like a constant 90+% usage. Like I have it capped at 120. And I would like a little bit more headroom. Damn it, I didn't press X fast enough, but like it still runs things perfectly fine. But on top of that, like, you know, I want to be a bit higher than I am for recommended for Wilds. Like, Wilds was kind of like the last straw of like, alright, now's the time to do it. Also, my girlfriend kind of wants to build a PC, and she can use it. So, because I've gotten her into Monster Hunter, and, well, it can play Wilds, as I have tested. So that kind of works out twice. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's a pretty nice leap. Like, I didn't want to go for a 30, like a 30 series. It's because, like, if I wanted to go with 30 series, it would have been on the higher end. And higher end cards in general just are stupid expensive. Even though they're not that much better than, like, mid tier of the next gen. Like, graphics card prices are weird. But I mean, yeah, no, 30 is worth it. It's just like when I was, you know, planning on upgrading, it's just like to get decent increase, I would have had to get like a 30, 80 or 90, and because it's a, you know, higher end on in that gen, it's just going to cost way more. Cuz like the highest, like I'd say 80 and 90 cards, they just sell for more for no reason. You can see the 49. I'm sure you can see the 4090. I forget, isn't it a minimum like 450 watts at like all times?
Here we go.
But yeah, like I'm sure that you can probably literally see a 4090 on your electric bill. Yeah. All right. My car's oh, okay.
That's one.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy I got it when I did. Between like whatever tariff BS is gonna happen next year. If it's gonna happen, I don't know. I don't really want to know. But between that and the leaks for the 50 series don't seem like they're that much better other than the 90. Like, I'm happy with the card I bought.
You're sure to find a bar.
It
Wow.
really
What good
seems like
fortune you have.
the 4080 or 4070 Ti Super are like
Must say,
the
I
sweet
admire your
spot
skill.
for price to performance. Oh, my PC should last 10 years without card upgrade. That, yeah, that would do it. At least that better last 10 years. Like, I feel like we're gonna reach a point where, like,
This'll be good.
you can't upgrade much further.
Okay then.
Like, yeah, you can get more powerful, but things are just gonna get to a point where you can't make them cheap anymore, so you kind of have to have people be able to buy cheaper parts.
Here we go. This'll be good.
Oh no. I just hope games can start getting freaking optimized. I'm tired of games not, being optimized at all and just raw horsepower through things. How to get a water cooling system for... Yeah. I mean, water cooling's kind of neat, so... It's not like that's a bad thing. I think water cooling's pretty cool. Pun a little bit intended. Just a little bit. 16 fans and what? I mean, that should keep pretty cool. Intel or AMD? No, I guess Intel is now GPU as well, huh? No, I'm talking the CPU. For your, for your PC. Now, I guess you can't just say Intel or AMD anymore and know if it's talking about GPU or CPU. Oh god, it's gonna be all confusing if Nvidia makes a CPU, because then it's like, it's gonna be all three are in both. Okay, it's a Ryzen. Okay. Yeah, so that's definitely the most likely to last 10 years. Because Ryzen CPUs are definitely more likely to last. I mean, I have an i9 9900K. It's not the most, it's not the most, oh, it's a 9800 X3D. Okay, yeah, that'll last. Mine's an i9 9900K, so it's not exactly the newest thing. But when I got it, it was all top of the line stuff. So we're gonna go for Toby Kadachi for probably, yeah, the last hunt. But when I got the part list and everything, it was the 30 series hadn't come out yet and everything, so I went with Intel and then best GPU I could get. Toby's probably a 2, right? Yep. There we go. Yeah, 9800X3D is a very good CPU. So, that should... I would hope that lasts 10 years, because... if it doesn't, God, that's... good today. Slept well, got many pieces, enjoying the stream. After stream, we'll dive into Metaphor. Yeah, that sounds like a fun day. Let's do this. He doesn't know what's coming. He has no clue. 128 gigs of RAM. Yeah. Hope you don't need to use that like that much anytime soon. 12 terabytes of SSDs. I mean, that that might not last you. Depends if you play Call of Duty. If you play Call of Duty, that might last you until like 3 years from now, maybe. Yeah, I haven't. The last Call of Duty I bought was Modern Warfare 3. The first one. That was the last time I bought a Call of Duty. I don't even... What year was that? That's one I bought was the one with the exoskeletons. Advanced Warfare, maybe? I don't know, that was after I stopped. First one after Ghost? Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. I want to say that might have been Advanced Warfare. I don't know, the closest I've gotten to playing Call of Duty is actually like having a lot of fun playing Titanfall 2. And I wouldn't say that counts. Still sad that we're probably never gonna get a Titanfall 3. It was Advanced Warfare? Okay. Yeah, I'm still sad about that, though. Titanfall 2 was so good. Yeah, it's all about Apex now. Yep. Which, I mean, when you have a moneymaker like Apex, I can't entirely blame them for it, but like... Man... It's actually... You know what's really ironic? Unlike AAA devs that focus on, like, a cash cow, you know what branches out a lot to, like, make other games? Gacha games. It's actually kind of hilarious, so that's how it works out. Because, like, I mean, look at all the games that, like, I mean, at least Hoyoverse sticks to gacha games, but you know who made Stellar Blade? People who made, I think it's called, like, pronounced Nikke, but they made a gacha game, and then they made Stellar Blade. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Battle Royales, so, like, Apex never really interested me. But yeah, like, the people, like, the same studio that made Nikke made Stellar Blade, which is actually, like, a decent game. Grand Blue had Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Like, but it's just like, why are gacha games the ones that are like, they're making new games that like are actually pretty good? Relink, yeah, Relink was so good, didn't it? I think it got, I forget what level it was on Steam for. It might have been silver for like time played, but yeah, Relink was really fun. I need to go back and like play it more at some point. I really hope we get another one of those games, because it really seems like it did well. It really did. Because, I mean, it got what, like, I think it was over 200,000 when relink with every character. I'll be honest. I would. I'll be honest, I would. Like, if the stream pop, the only issue is I don't really have the time to add something to that. Well, okay. What do you mean by, like, I would have to set a certain point? Like, I would probably stop it at the first Lucilius, I think? I forget, it's been so long. Is that how you say it? I'd probably stop it at the first one of that. Maybe I would stop it at Piete or whatever. Piete. I might stop it at that. I don't know. Like, I would have to figure that out, you know, then. The only issue is, like, I don't have the time. But if the stream got to a point, or YouTube got to a point where it actually made a little bit of money off of it, I might do that and extend streams a bit. And then I would do that and other ideas. Like I've had the idea of doing Borderlands, like manufacturer playthroughs. I've thought about that. Monster Hunter stories with like only a certain type, so like speed type maybe or whatever. You know, stuff like that. Never really played Borderlands. I mean, it's fun. I've never really gotten big into like endgame stuff, but I don't know. It's just like I've had a lot of ideas for things. It's just I want things to get to a point where I can at least have this, you know, at least support itself. Like if I can get things to where it can buy the games that I play for it, then I'll probably add like one other thing on top of Monster Hunter, which I don't think is too much, but I'm not, you know, not gonna be sad if it never happens. 'Cause I do this for fun anyway. And if the time pops up in like my schedule, I might do it. Because right now it's not there. But if it does, I might include that. But yeah, I don't know. I have multiple ideas for stuff, but relink with every character is not something that I would never do. That would be interesting. One thing I will never do. I am not gonna do Generations Ultimate with every weapon. I will not do that one. I want to finish a thing in my lifetime, okay? If I start a playthrough, I want to finish it in my lifetime. That would not finish. Ever.
As always, thank you.
Alright.
Everything all right?
But yeah, like, that actually would not be a bad idea. Because Relink is a good game. Like, and funniest thing is I think it actually showcased how like good gacha progression is if you take out the money part of gacha, or just like the gacha in general, because like progressing characters and then weapons and farming for that stuff, it basically just turns it into Monster Hunter. Pretty much. which is a good gameplay loop. It's just kind of funny that that's how that is. Oh. I don't know. I hope we get a second one. That would be great. Pretty niche for Twitch. Yeah. That's true. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest, I don't really care about statistics, which most likely would suck for, it'd probably come bite me in the ass for any sort of, like, growth. Eh. I've been doing this for like 2.5 years, and I've had times where I make some money, but otherwise not really. Past like year and a half or so, I haven't really made much, but is what it is. I'm not too bothered. I just have a good time. Let's see. Yeah, no. Only got like 13 minutes for another hunt, so that is going to be the last hunt for this part. If you watch this on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you next time where I should have this made. So, until then, see ya.